Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to Esther's Song. Today, we are going to discuss a love letter of inspiration, right? What inspires you? Who inspires you? What drives you? What is inspiration, right? I know I'm inspired by people who I grew up around and my grandparents, and looking at people who overcome obstacles in their life to make something of themselves, right? I look all around and I see so many people working and living and loving despite all the hardships that may surround them. The definition of inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. A sudden, brilliant, creative, or timely idea, right? So that's what inspiration is. You're just like, boom, that light bulb over your head. And that's what I want for everybody who's listening to this channel. Like, I want this channel to inspire you to go out and create something amazing because you can do it. You absolutely can. You know, each of us starts out as a beginner, but you can't be afraid to fail because failure is a part of the process. It really, truly is. And you just pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you continue to work at it. And that's how you get better, right? You learn from your failures, you learn from your mistakes, and you continue to go. I look at toddlers and babies who are learning how to walk. No one ever says, once they fall down as a baby, like, okay, well, walking's not for me because I fell once. No, right? They keep going. They fall, they, walk a little bit, those little stubby legs, they fall until one day they master it and they don't fall anymore and they've mastered walking, right? And even then, they haven't necessarily 100% mastered it because they'll fall eventually. And that's what little kids do, but they're so resilient. And that's one thing that inspires me, the resilience of toddlers and babies, right? Another thing that really inspires me is seeing people, older people who have been in marriages for, 50, 60, 70 years. That is so inspiring because they have chosen to love each other through each other's faults and flaws and, all the ordeals that life has thrown at them. And it's such an inspiration to see two people, attack the problem in their lives versus attack each other. That's inspirational. That takes wisdom and maturity. And I want that for my life. And I want it for your life as well. I think that being inspired and having inspiration, it's so important. It's so important. I meet people every day and I try to find one good thing, one positive thing about each person that I meet. And sometimes that's very easy and sometimes it's not so easy. But I make the attempt in my mind to say, okay, well, this person has, whatever positive quality about them. And I try to focus on that to see them in a positive light. Unfortunately, sometimes the more that I get to know this person, the more that I see their faults and flaws, but I try not to dwell on them. Another thing that inspires me are other artists, right? So myself, I'm a writer and I am working on, producing different books and, blogs and, even this YouTube channel is a great source of creative inspiration for me. But I look at painters and I look at sculptors and I'm just in awe and I'm inspired by their love of their craft. Singers and dancers, they train their instruments, whether it's their voice or their bodies, and they put in that time, they put in that repetition of doing the exercises, whether those are, singing scales Or, you look at ballet dancers and all the time that they spend in the dance studios and, at the bar, training their feet, right? First position, second position, plies, and so on and so forth. Whatever it is, whatever gift that God has given you, I want you to 100% put as much as you can of yourself into it. Put the time into it, put the work into it to develop your craft and to share it with the world, because the world needs you. It needs whatever gift and talent that you have, whatever you wake up in the morning thinking about, whatever is on your mind when you hit the bed at night. That's what you need to cultivate. That's what you need to share with the world. And you can absolutely do it. It just takes time. And once you start putting the time in, you'll get better at it and better at it. And you may fail and fall down just like a toddler, but you get back up, you brush yourself off, and you continue to go forward. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we become masters of our craft. That's so inspiring to me. It is so wonderful because our time here is limited. And I know when we're younger, we think that, we have all the time in the world, but we don't. It is so limited, and no man knows the hour, the time that the Lord is going to come back. Nobody knows when they're going to leave this earth, or even how. And I don't think that we would want to know, to be honest with you. But while we are here, in the very short time that we have available on this earth, we are to bless the rest of the human beings around us with our gifts and our talents and our love and our art, whatever that may be. With me, it's the written word. With someone else, it may be with a brush. Other artists with clay. Other artists with song or dance or music, whatever instrument that you have. Athletes, I feel like they're artists. They train their bodies and they focus on their craft at hand. Whatever it is, whatever art in your life that motivates you, I want you to be inspired by others, and I want you to continue to work at it and master it and mold it until it becomes a reflection of your hard work. I love it. I love just looking at, people excelling in their field and becoming masters of their craft. Like, to me, that's so inspirational. Because I know a lot of times it's not easy. It's not easy to get there. Most of us were not born with a silver spoon in our mouths. Most of us really have to sacrifice, and we have to work, and you have to get up early in the morning. You have to, stay up late at night. Whatever it is that you have to do to put in those hours to benefit and to reap what you sow, to cultivate that seed, right, that you plant in the ground with the soil. That's what you need to do. And the thing is, you can absolutely do so. You can absolutely take whatever your goal is, break it up into smaller chunks, work on it every single day that you have. Because every single day that we're alive is a blessing. They're talking about a new COVID variant. I believe it's in Europe. And I'm praying for the people in Europe. I'm praying for people all over the world. And I want you to know that, like I said, while each of us are here, to look around you for inspiration, to look around you for, the smile of a child, or, cuddling with a pet, the hug from a family member or a close friend or a loved one, a spouse, whatever it is around you. You can find inspiration anywhere. Look at the trees in the sun shining. And then, use that inspiration and then take your craft and work at it and put in those hours and put in that time and that dedication. And you will yield fruit that will not only bless your life, but bless those around you, because that's what it's for, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're to leave a legacy for those that come after us. I hope that long after I'm gone, that these videos live on, that they spread all around the world, and that they can provide inspiration and motivation to whoever hears my voice, because that's what we need. Iron does sharpen iron, and we all need each other. As human beings, we're all interconnected, and we can all find inspiration in each other if we look carefully. I love you guys so much. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I want to know, drop down in the comments and let me know, what inspires you, who inspires you, what your craft is, what your art is. I don't want this channel to be all about me. I want it to be all about you. I want to know more about who you are, what inspires you, what drives you, what makes you a better person. When you look at someone, you say, oh my goodness, that's so aspirational. What is that thing? What is that spark? What makes you say, you know what? I want to be like that person, or I want to do things in a similar fashion, right? I want to be productive. I want to, go in that person's direction and leave a legacy that will honor not only myself and my family, but my community, my country, my world, right? We all share this planet together. And once we, reach that mountaintop, it's up to us to turn around and to extend a hand and lift other people up. And we can absolutely do that, you guys. A love letter of inspiration, that's my goal. That's what I want to do. I want to inspire whole generations of people. I look at musicians, I look at, artists, and I'm blown away at how they share their gifts with the world. And so that's what I want to do with this YouTube channel. That's what I want to do, sharing my heart with yours, is I want to inspire you to be the best version and the best person that you can be. And I know you absolutely will. I know it. So again, drop down in the comments. Let me know. Please subscribe and like my channel. But let me know what inspires you to be a better person. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves and be gentle with yourselves and each other. Until next time, lovelies, I'll talk with you soon. Goodbye.